Action.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chen Yue. My group mates are Jin Pan and Qi Qi. Our group topic is Digesca and longest common subsequent. This is the outline for our today presentation. First, we are going to talk about our problem. Then we're going to talk about our idea. Then we go through our algorithm and the implementation. Then we analyze our running time. For our problem is navigation, such as Google Map, can give the user the shortest path from the starting point to the destination. If the user accidentally misses an exit on the freeway, how does the navigation generate a new path? First, we use the Digesca to find the shortest path from the starting point to the destination point. If the driver accidentally goes into the wrong path, then we use the longest common subsequent to find the new path. As many as possible, same vertex in the shortest path, then generate a new path based on the longest common subsequent.
To make the idea more clear and visible, here's a simple example of this. We are given a directed graph G, and we want to go from A to H. And on the next slide, you can see that the red vertices is A, that's our starting point, and the vertices in blue is our ending point. We want to find the shortest path from A to H by using the Digesca, and we can comes out to be an A to C to F to H. And on the next slide, please. There are two cases. The case one is the driver followed the correct path. Then we are done for this question. Case two is the driver make a mistake on the vertices. For example, the driver choose to go from A to D instead of A to C. And then we need to come up with a new route. And on the next slide, you can see that we are actually creating a new path. Since the planned route is from A to C to F to H, but the new route is we went from A to D, and looking for the longest subsequence, finding all possible paths from D to H first. We are currently at D. There are two choices that we can go from D to G and D to F. In order to get the possible longest subsequence, our new route becomes A to D, D to F, and F to H. And on the bottom right, you can see that our current and the shortest path. The red one is our possible longest common subsequence. Next, please.
However, in our real life, the graph will be more complicated. First, we need to find the shortest path. The shortest path is from A to B to E to I to M to N. However, if the driver accidentally goes to the wrong way, for example, A to C, in this case, we will find all possible paths from vertex C to vertex N. Then we compute the shortest path with all possible paths from C to N to find the longest common subsequent. We get A, I, M, N. So the new path is A to C to F to I to M to N.
Now we come to the implementation part. The core of the implementation is Dijkstra and LCS algorithm. As we already know before, we are looking for the shortest path from one single store to another first. So the first thing we are going to do is Dijkstra algorithm. And just like any other Dijkstra algorithms, the input will be a direct positive weighted graph and the starting node. And after all of these, we are going to get the output, which is a set of shortest path from the source to all possible reachable nodes. Next. And coming to next will be the LCS, which is the longest common subsequence algorithm. And the idea of this algorithm is comparing two arrays which contain vertices and output the longest common substring between them. Next. And now we're going to analyze the running time. So as we discussed previously, there are two cases, and the case one will be the easiest one, which is the driver follows the navigation and successfully reach the destination. And in this case, we are using Dijkstra only, so the running time will be the running time of Dijkstra, which is O of V plus E multiplied by log V, where the V stands for the number of vertices and E stands for the number of edges. And another case will be the case we're mainly talking about, which is the drivers accidentally go into a wrong way in the midway from the source to the destination. And in this case, we're using the Dijkstra first, just as the first case one. And next, we're going to use the longest common subsequence algorithm to compare all the possible paths from the wrong nodes to the destination with the shortest path we found at first. And in this case, the total running time will be the running time of Dijkstra plus the running time of longest common subsequence. So it will be O of V plus E multiplied by log V plus M times M, where the two M's then stand for the number of elements in both arrays. Next. So you may ask if there's any application for this kind of ideas. So one of the ideas will be the UPS delivery. So as we all know, nowadays the COVID-19, we are stuck at home. We're mainly decreasing the chances and the times we're going out for shopping or anything. So many of us choose shopping online. So the UPS delivery becomes one of the choice. And if you guys use the UPS frequently, you will know sometimes the delivery won't come to your address on time because actually there's many reasons that the drivers did that, but one of the reasons will be the drivers miss an intersection, which is our case we're talking about. And if that's the case, the drivers usually will just skip that delivery and continue others packages of delivery. And if at the end of the day, if there's a time, he will deliver your package. Otherwise, and most of the time, he will your package will just arrive the other day. And next, and here's our works cited. Any questions?